mean, you could also, you know, take a kind of a step back here and, you know, act a little bit more professional manner and go through the correct chains of...
the correct chains? I'm doing it exactly as the Attorney General says.
He's wanting to submit a public records request.
Ooh.
So she was kind of freaked her out, hence why she's now locked herself in the office.
Aggressive. That almost sounds like false reporting. Yeah, I'd just like to make a verbal public records request with you then.
I know nothing about that. That's what I asked. For what?
Records.
Records.
Yeah.
Very specific.
Gotcha. Pretty confident of that?
Yes.
How confident are you, would you say? Like 90%, 100?
I'm very confident.
Very confident. All right, I like that.
She talked to her boss. There's going to be no more communication with her today.
All right. Hey everyone, I am free. It is September 26th, 2024. I'm in the city of Puyallup, here in Pierce County in the Communist Empire of Washington State. I'm heading on over to the City of Puyallup Fish Hatchery. I have some tips and leads from locals interested in environmental issues surrounding fish, who said they went there to get some public records and we're not being treated well in the process. So I'm going to go there and see if there's any merit to these allegations. So while I got your attention, if you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, and subscribing, hitting that all notifications bell so you get my stories on release, I greatly appreciate it. You can follow me on X at I Am Free Auditing, on Facebook at Inland Auditing Media, and if you want to help keep my feet on the streets, you can do so by going to the links in the description for Cash App and Venmo. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys over there in just a moment. Yeah, good thing I'm not an Autobot. I think the last time I was at a hatchery was when I was a kid. Quite a long time ago. I just think it's cool coming to places like this. They're just, you know, off the beaten path, and I don't think I probably ever would have gone to another fish hatchery in my life if I didn't have a story like this to work on regarding public records. Let's see if we can get a public records request going. Oh, hello. Hey, I was wondering where's the sort of admin office, I guess?
Not here, no, not like an admin. What are you looking for?
I was looking to submit a records request.
A records request? You have to call up to the main office of the department. I don't know.
I can't do it in person?
You can go to Olympia.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
here.
So are you sorry, I may misunderstand. So are you a state employee?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I'd just like to make a verbal public records request with you then.
I know nothing about that. I don't know how to take care of that.
Oh, if you got if you got a good memory, or if you got a notepad.
Records request for what?
Records regarding this place.
Hang on just a sec.
Sure.
Hey, James. Hey. He's wanting to submit a public records request. That's what I asked. For what?
Records.
Records.
Yeah.
Very specific. And I don't know how to go about that.
Like I said, if you got like a notepad and a pen, I can just give it to you.
I need to know what kind of records you're looking for.
Sure. I mean, as soon as either if you want to, I can tell you now if you want to memorize it, or if you want to get a notepad and pen first. Okay.
There's no one available to take your verbal request today.
You're a state employee, right?
I am a state employee.
So, look, you seem like a really nice person, so I don't want to jam you up on this. In light of the differences with cities and counties as a state employee, I'm making the request right now, so it has to be taken. So if you want to just write it down.
That's me on camera. I don't know why he's doing this, James. He's saying since I'm a state employee, I have to take his request.
Yeah, it's covered in WAC 4414-03006. 03006.
As you can see here from this rude employee, she has likely not received Public Records Act training. The Washington State Administrative Codes in Title 44, Chapter 14, Section 03006 state the following regarding walk-in and verbal requests. In-person requests. An agency must honor requests received in person during normal business hours per the Revised Codes of Washington, Title 42, Chapter 56, Section 80, Subsection 2. An agency should have its Public Records Request form available at the office reception area so it can be provided to a walk-in requester. The form should be directed to the agency's public records officer. Oral requests. A number of agencies routinely accept oral public records requests, for example, asking to look at a building permit. Some agencies find oral requests to be the best way to provide certain kinds of records. However, for some requests, such as larger or complex ones, oral requests may be allowed but are problematic.
I'm being told I can give you my supervisor's email. You can contact him about it.
Who's your supervisor?
James Hodges.
James Hodgins?
Yes.
Gotcha. So
I'll give you his email.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Oh, by the way, so she's your state employee. What's her name?
Hang on just a second.
Sure, you bet.
Some information that he can contact my supervisor, and he just won't stop asking me questions. 1416 14th Street Southwest, Puyallup, Washington 98371. Correct. Yes. Yes. No, he's outside of that right now. Can I have your name by chance?
No.
Nope. Caucasian? 45?
Man, brutal. Thought it was much younger.
Yeah, I can do that.
Not really sure where she's coming from in terms of refusing to take the records request, so we'll just have to see how egregious this is, because those people made it really clear that the the people through here are, you know, able to come and seek their public records request and all that. What's up?
What's happening?
What?
What's happening?
Nothing? What brings you to this neck of the woods?
What's that?
I said, what brings you to this neck of the woods?
All the employees are calling. You're kind of scaring them.
Scaring them doing a public records request?
Well, I don't know. What's going on?
A public records request?
I'm Sergeant Hanson, by the way, doing audio video recording.
Nice to meet you.
Yo, police department. Nice to meet you. What's your name, bud?
Steve.
Steve.
What's your, you got a business card or anything? Badge number?
My badge number is 291.
Is this consensual?
Is it consensual?
Yeah, is this a consensual encounter?
We're just chatting here to figure out what's going on.
No detention or anything?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
No.
Cool. So yeah, just trying to do a public records request. I was kind of about halfway into it before she just decided to be rude and not finish taking the records request.
Okay, what are we looking for?
Records?
What type of records?
Honestly, I'm working on a story. I don't want to share that now because if you guys go and tell them and they can clean something up, kind of defeats the whole point of reporting on things when, and I know the government never does stuff like that. So they never do cleanups and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
So
our URL.
what's that?
You want the URL to go online for? I can give you the URL for the public disclosure request.
Well, I'm here. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I agree. You can certainly do it online. Yeah, don't disagree with that.
I see.
Just looking to get it done while I'm here. And
Yeah. Well, she said, I mean, yeah, just you're kind of aggressive, I guess, in your nature of questioning. And,
oh, hello. Hey, I was wondering if where is the sort of admin office? I guess.
Not here, no, not like an admin. What are you looking for?
I was looking to submit a records request.
so she was kind of freaked her out, hence why she's now locked herself in the office.
Aggressive. That almost sounds like false reporting kind of action. Kind of tipping into that zone.
Well, I'm just
happy to show you the video footage to show that I'm
okay.
just as kind and nice and polite as I am right now.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
I certainly
on.
wasn't going for the SWAT team mode against her trying to get my public records request.
Right
So,
on. Right on.
yeah.
So do you work for a reporting agency or you?
So I'm an investigative.
Okay.
Yeah, independent investigative journalist.
I see.
So I got tips and leads about a story. Well, two things. One, that somebody believes there was some sort of a spill here, some sort of a contamination, and that then they went to go do a records request to try to get those records, and were met with brusque, rude behavior, and boy, they were not off the mark. The lady in there, quite rude.
That's what I asked. For what?
Records.
Records.
Yeah.
Very specific.
I can't do it in person.
You can go to Olympia.
All right, then. Appreciate the cooperation, man.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna chat with her then.
If you don't mind, Sergeant, if you could let her know, she just got done with mandatory training for the state back in July.
Yeah.
She's got to take the records request. I mean, I can't make her, but it's, you know, a requirement. Hey, officer, you got a business card I can get by chance?
Sure.
Thanks. How's your day treating you?
Yeah, busy. Not that crazy.
The
though.
madness of Puyallup.
More like a lot of just whatever calls, trespassers, that kind of stuff. Nothing that lively today, which is generally a good thing. So
That is a good thing.
yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go work on paperwork.
All right, man. You take care. Oh, gosh, do you have a CAD number for this?
Sure. Give me a minute. I'll get it for you.
Sure, thanks. Appreciate it. Are you going to take that records request, by the way, ma'am? No? Not going to take it? All right. Wow, that is really, really crappy that she said I was coming off all aggressive. That is so annoying.
That's not true. You're a liar!
Wow. That is so rude and just right on that edge.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Yep.
Well, I wish you a decent day. Hopefully, the people don't get too crazy on her.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully, no more felony public records requests and stuff like that.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
All right, boss.
So she, you know, she's going to take the records.
No,
She's not.
No, and she spoke with her supervisor. and
Yikes.
That's not a thing. So, yeah, I mean, you know the proper channels, man. You can get on the state website. You can do your thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Bob's wrong. Ferguson.
About,
I mean, this is so. I mean, obviously, you realize this is a state agency, not a county or city.
yes.
So cities and counties can kind of tweak it. The
Right.
state can't tweak it at all. So in the administrative codes and Title 44, Chapter 14,
Okay.
it just lays it out really clear in Section 03006. They have to take it on a walk-in verbal basis.
Okay.
Yikes.
Well, she's brand new. She's not doing that today. So, and that's per her boss as well.
I mean,
so
yeah, she'll have cover from her boss,
You're
but-
free to, I mean, take it up with the bosses down there for sure.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think they're kind of throwing her under the bus a little bit. Is she, if you don't mind me asking, because I think this is actually pretty relevant, when you say new, is she saying like after July?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's after July, in all fairness, I think she would actually have a legitimate excuse because the MRSC training was in July.
In all fairness, right? I mean, you could also, you know, take a kind of a step back here and, you know, act a little bit more professional manner and go through the correct chains of,
The correct chains. I'm doing it exactly as
Well,
the
but
Attorney General says.
understand, but today you're not going to get it.
A City of Puyallup public servant explains defiantly that the state is refusing the records request they are required to take and honor, and he is interceding in a manner as to explain that on their behalf. Folks, this is the hubris of our government these days. The state of Washington calls local people with guns to deal with a person asking questions, as the female employee said when calling 911, and then they state, you are not going to get it. This is the model rules of the Public Records Act getting flushed down the toilet, Washington State. This is Bob Ferguson, the current Attorney General of the state, telling you how he'll handle transparency when it comes to records to the people when he is elected governor.
Right? So it'd be behoove of you to go through the proper channels to get your request, right?
Well, I mean, I can politely disagree with you.
Absolutely.
We'll have to agree to disagree.
Absolutely, yes.
I do want to take umbrage with something I think that you're profoundly incorrect about, though. To say that the proper channel, that's not correct whatsoever in any way.
Okay.
That is one of 5.
Yeah.
And this is one of them.
Yeah.
But if I'm here to actually get footage of the hatchery and then do a public records request,
Sure.
it'd be like right now, if I asked you to do a public records request, you'd probably take it because you've received, you wouldn't.
No.
Fair enough. I'd like to actually submit a public records request then to you, Sergeant Hansen.
You absolutely
I'm going to
can.
do a verbal request.
You absolutely can.
So I'd like to get the CAD,
The city, absolutely.
the radio traffic,
Absolutely, you can.
and all that for
Yep.
this call.
I'll get you a business card and a case number.
Not going to accept it.
And I'll get you a business card and the sequence
Yeah,
number
but you're
for
not
today.
going to you're not going to take it verbally.
No. You have to go through the proper channels. You have
Okay,
to,
fair
you know,
enough.
Get online, fill out the form.
Hey, fair enough. No, I mean,
like everybody else does, right?
like everybody else does. So it's the social norms that dictate it.
Well, I mean, that's the way to do it.
It's one of 5 ways to do it.
Okay.
Come
so
on,
you
Sergeant.
so you do know.
It's one of 5, absolutely. But I don't want to be inconvenienced. It's about my convenience and my
Yeah.
preference.
Yeah.
It's not about
I got it.
the state or the city or the county.
Got you,
So.
bud. All right.
All right. So you're going to refuse the public records request verbally.
For what? This contact right here now?
Yeah.
Verbally?
Yeah. I'm submitting a verbal public records request to you.
Yes. You have to go on the website and fill the form out.
Got everything I need. All right.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
You too, bud. You gonna hang out here?
I'm going to wait to see if she actually ends up coming out and taking that public records request.
Okay. She's not going to.
Well, I'm going to document the obstinance of the state of Washington after the July 15th MRSE training.
So you're just gonna stand here and make this young lady just feel absolutely uncomfortable and unsafe.
I've done nothing rude, impolite, or anything with her. In fact, when she came out, she said she got her boss on the phone. She said, "Hey, this guy's looking to do a public records request." I said, "Look, if you just go get a notepad, pen, I'll give it to you. I'm out of here. I'm done." But she wants to be obstinate. I'm not going to let her trample on my lawful rights within the state of Washington for the Public Records Act to prevent me from getting the records request.
May I see your ID, bud, so I know I'm talking to you? Get you documented in CAD.
This is still a casual,
I'm asking.
consensual. Yeah,
I'm asking.
If I'm not detained, I'm not going to give you any.
You don't want to ID yourself?
Nope, not at all in any way.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
what I'd like to do is honestly just have sort of a triumvirate of success here. The Puyallup City Police Department
Yeah.
combines with a journalist and
Yeah.
a state employee.
Combines with a journalist who's so willing to work and just kind of work in the moment, right? Together.
Well,
yeah.
to get the information I'm seeking, yeah.
Yeah.
I
okay.
mean, this doesn't have to be so you guys don't have to be so obstinate about
it
this.
doesn't. You're exactly right.
So I'm the one that should cave to the government. The government,
no one's saying to cave to anything.
well, you're saying I should follow social norms. You implied that.
I said the way to get a public records request of a case or a CAD
Sure. One of 5 ways.
is to get online and do it. It's that simple.
I get what you're saying, Sergeant. Look, I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree. I have no ill will against anyone.
Yeah.
I'm not
And
here
of
to do
course,
anything
neither
crazy.
do we. I'm just the gal in here, right? You making her uncomfortable.
And I can't control her feelings, but frankly, it's a bit absurd when I was extremely polite and cordial to her, explaining to her for her benefit.
I mean, like you're being cordial with us. I mean, your mask and your video camera, and right. That's a
I
little
know,
bit.
imagine someone using their Fourth Amendment against fusion
again,
centers.
a young lady in there working by herself, right?
Sure, and you know what?
You scared her a little bit. That's fair to say.
I
right?
didn't scare her. She
Okay,
chose to
she
be
is scared from
Okay.
your actions.
Well, no, I didn't take any actions.
I'm telling you, she is scared.
Okay, well, that's
the
her.
way you're making her feel.
I don't know
is
why
uncomfortable.
she's doing that. I'm not making her feel anything.
Well, that's what's going on. That's
Now,
what's happening.
I think
whether that's your intention or not, I don't think it is. But
No,
right,
I
how
appreciate
you're
that.
handling yourself today, that's what's going on.
Alan Manley myself. Calmly, politely, cordially.
Right.
So what would be nice, I can even meet her halfway. She could even go to the top of the stairs.
She talked to her boss. There's going to be no more communication with her today.
All right. Well, look, I'm just going to finish getting my B-roll footage in, and I'll call it.
Have at it, bud.
You guys have a good day.
You too, man.
What's up?
Do you want to make a public disclosure request? We'll take the info from you if you want. I don't know.
Oh, for the city?
Well, I mean, normally I do for the police, but I suppose you can probably forward to the city. I don't really know. I can look at that one, but I
Okay.
know for the
I
city.
mean, look, I'll tell you what. I truly don't want her getting jammed up. If you're willing on her behalf to take one for her, I'll give you the public records request for the state.
Okay.
If you want to do that, that's totally fine with
I'll
me.
grab whatever you can.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. No problem. No problem. I appreciate you meeting me halfway. Thank you. I do. All right, so for the city.
Just to know, if you weren't, I don't know if my partner's saying anything or not. We have cameras on, obviously.
Yeah.
They're recording, just so you're aware.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right. So they break it down by department. So what did you want from police first? Because that one I know.
Yeah, so for the City of Puyallup, I would like to please get all responsive records regarding this call.
Responsive records? You mean like CAD, or can you be specific? I don't know.
No, any responsive records. I don't know the full breadth and depth of it because, like, sometimes different departments will use different terminology. And
so for dispatching, we have a CAD system.
Okay.
You want the CAD records? Is that what
the
you're saying?
CAD records would be great. Do you have any sort of like traffic, like radio traffic or anything like that?
Yeah, you can actually get that online already, but
Okay.
sure. Yeah, so you want CAD records. So the South Sound 911 does the recordings, if I remember right, for dispatching. So it's not actually the city for that one.
Oh, okay. All right.
But so, and because they're a private entity, I don't think that I can do that one for you. So for radio, if you go on the internet, look up South Sound 911.
Okay.
They have a public disclosure request section.
Okay. Yeah,
Or you
you
can
bet.
call them. I don't know about the so CAD. I can do CAD, or I can put the request.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll keep it broad on just the all responsive records because, like I said, there may be something else that I'm not familiar, like a colloquial term.
I'll just quote that because I don't know of anything else. But
That's fine.
So you're saying all responsive
records. Yeah, just regarding this call. So, like, if you guys had a colloquial term X that I'm not familiar with.
I'm not trying to trick you. Yeah.
No, I don't think you are.
So CAD show, like that's how we get dispatched. There's obviously radio, which we talked about that one. So I put all responsive records. Okay. Are you requesting the videos too, or
yes,
no,
please?
Okay,
yeah,
so
I was just about to get that. Thank you.
Body camera and cars.
Yes, please. Thank you.
I see the okay.
And then as far as the state, and thank you for helping her out because if she hasn't had the training, this is going to help keep her out of a jam. I am looking for all responsive records for the last 2 years.
Is this regarding the hatchery or?
Yeah.
Is this a state thing? Honestly, I don't know.
It's a state.
Is it state?
It's state.
Okay. I don't know if the state will. I can see, but I can't promise anything for state records.
Well, no, what I mean is, if you don't
note.
mind just ripping off the bottom half and giving her that, because obviously, like Sergeant Hansen said, she's not going to come out. So if you don't mind just writing that down and handing it to her, and then she can take it.
Well, I'll do my best to figure out what we got going on. So anyway, so for state records, what is it you want?
All responsive records for the last 2 years.
Oh, okay, that's saying all responsive records for 2 years from today's date?
Yeah, just back 2 years, 2 calendar years.
2 years.
Yeah. For any contaminant reports in any of the hatchery watered or controlled waters.
Pause that for contaminant.
Sure.
For the hatchery waters?
Yeah, so basically just, in effect, any of these that have bodies of water in them or have had bodies of water in them. Like this one's dry right now.
All right, so all responsive records for 2 years from today's date for contaminant reports regarding the hatchery waters.
Yep. Okay. And then a public records request log.
I don't know if that's a thing, but sure. So public PDR records log.
Yep. Okay. For the last 2 years for all records regarding contamination.
2 years. So PDR records log for 2 years for for anything regarding contamination?
Yeah, of the waters. Yeah, someone's saying somebody's been coming in here because it's publicly accessible and putting crap in the water. I don't know if that's true, but the Department of Ecology controls that, so there should be reports if that's been happening, and then I can also see if those people have actually been making public records requests for this.
All right, so PDR logs for 2 years for anything regarding contamination of the waters.
Yep, and that's it.
Regarding the hatchery.
Yeah, just this one specifically. Yep.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, and that's it. And if you don't mind giving her that last half stuff,
okay,
that's all I
need contact information.
Yeah, so happy to give you my email address.
Okay,
yeah,
what is
it's anonymous.
Okay.
Records requester, all lowercase, all one word. Regular spelling. No ninja online spellings of it. Anonymous records requester at Proton Mail, just like the subatomic particle.
Yep, I know what it is.
Oh, you're familiar? Okay. Great email service.
.com, right?
Yep, protonmail.com. And that's it, man.
Anonymous records requester at protonmail.com.
That's the one.
Okay. So
hey, really appreciate it.
I just wanted to make sure I got this right.
Yeah.
So we got, for the police department, you want all the CAD records, all responsive records, the in-car video and the body-worn camera videos.
Yep.
Cell phone 911, like I said, I think you have to do that yourself, but that, just so you know, is the
sure, I'll look into that.
The radio.
Yeah.
And then for state records, you're hoping for all responsive records for 2 years from 9/26 for contaminants reports for the hatchery waters, along with the PDR records log for 2 years for anything regarding contamination of the waters for the hatchery.
That's it.
And then you want them sent to anonymous records, plural.
Yep.
Requester.
Yep.
At protonmail.com.
That's the one, man.
Okay. I will see. Like I said, the only one I know about is the police stuff.
Sure.
I don't know anything about the state one, and but I'll try. That's all I can do. Otherwise,
and you have no responsibility for that. I'm just asking for a favor. Sure. If you want to just give her that, so that way I can say.
Well, I think it would simplify everything for everyone.
Yeah. So I agree.
You do your videos, and then are you almost done though? So
yeah, I'm just gonna make
I get it, but just,
over there.
Obviously, I didn't say you did anything wrong, but like obviously she's nervous. So if you're almost done, just so I can let her know that you're almost finished, and I'll get her the info. And then
I'm just gonna finish getting photos of the bodies of water and whatnot, just kind of back through that area, and then I'll be heading on out of here. So
sounds like a plan.
I appreciate you coming back and helping. Thanks. Have a good day. All right, that's great. So Officer Timms from the Puyallup Police Department came over and took the public records request verbally for the public records that I was seeking. Not really sure why Sergeant Hansen wasn't doing that initially, but Officer Timms came over and kind of saved the day, I think. Oh, looks like a skate. You with the state?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing? Are you with the state?
Fish Wildlife, yeah.
Oh, great. You got a business card I can get? Yeah. Thanks. Do you know
what's
the
going
name
on?
of the lady inside? I was just working on a story. I was trying to do a PRR with her, and she was not happy about that.
A what?
Records request.
Okay.
And
So there is a process for that, and you have to go through our website to request the correct information that you want.
Gotcha. Pretty confident of that?
Yes.
How confident are you, would you say? Like 90%, 100?
I'm very confident.
Very confident. All right, I like that. I mean, confidence is a good thing.
Because there could be some records in there that have to be redacted and everything else.
Oh, yeah, let me clarify. Sorry.
Some things may not be able to be released.
Sure, I think there's a bit of a misunderstanding. I'm not seeking to actually physically get the records here today. I was looking to submit the request to receive the records later. Yeah, obviously, I mean, I guess there's probably on an occasion somebody the state could be like, oh yes, I've got it right here in a folder, but that's pretty much never happens.
Oh, okay.
But as far as just making the request, all I was looking to do is just simply say, hi Susie, whatever her name is, I'm looking for these records, which actually Officer Timms from the PD here in Puyallup just took that. I think he handed it to her. But Sergeant Hansen was saying that she's new, so she may not have attended this mandatory state training back on July 15th for MRSC public records training.
So in order for us to process the request, you have to fill out the correct forms.
Let's see what the revised codes of Washington, Title 42, Chapter 56, Section 80, Subsection 2 says about that, Officer Parker, titled Identifiable Records, Facilities for Copying, Availability of Public Records. No official format is required for making a records request. However, agencies may recommend that requestors submit requests using an agency-provided form or web page. Color me confused, but I do believe that the revised codes of Washington, which all state agencies must follow, just told you that. How should I put this? That you're wrong. Your entire effort that day was put forward in a manner as to make my desire to seek records difficult, if not entirely prevented. Let's not entirely throw Officer Parker under the bus, though. It is truly the responsibility of Director Kelly Susie Wind to educate his employees on the Public Records Act. Director, you have failed and demonstrated your unwillingness to be forthright and transparent with the people you serve.
And that's through our records division in Olympia.
Gotcha.
So she's not able to release any records or anything like that. And it's not like a verbal, like, hey, I need those records. It's, you got to
Just out
fill
of
out
curiosity, because you seem like a guy who wants to provide maximum service as a public servant. Any way you'd be willing to look at the administrative codes in Title 44, Chapter 14, Section 03006?
So if you go to our website and search public record,
yeah,
it'll send you, it'll pull up the link, and then you click on the public records links, and then there's a fee schedule, and then there's a form you have to complete in order to send it in to our records people, so they know what you're looking for.
Gotcha.
And then they would provide that to you with potentially redactions if there is any, and then you also, whatever form you want it in, you specify that and everything else. Yeah.
So just to make sure I understand, because I don't want to put words in your mouth, I cannot make the request in person, verbally, to the Department of Game, Fish, and Wildlife.
You can make the request, but it's not going to go anywhere. So you have to fill out.
Fair enough.
You have to fill out the paperwork.
Gotcha. Okay.
In order for the records departments to know what you want, what to look for, what to gather.
Yeah.
Again, what to redact.
Sure.
If there is anything, and then they would send that to you.
Yeah.
Because they also send out, depending on the information that you're looking for, they search through their records to decide, okay, who has those records, and then they send out the request to those certain people to say, hey, this is what this person's looking for. Do you have any records for that? So for us, it's all going to be within our RMS system, our records management system. So I'm not exactly sure what the rest of the department uses as far as that goes, but I'm guessing it would be housed internally somewhere within their specific department.
Gotcha.
So here would be hatcheries.
Last question. I appreciate you being helpful and just answer some of these questions. Did you receive, as a state employee, any training?
I don't recall anything.
Nothing.
But we get, we get training
here and there.
Yearly for
the Public Records Act?
For stuff. Well, I don't recall specifically public records.
Would you say it's been a while, a couple years or so, or something like that?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right, well, look, really appreciate your time. You guys have a good day.
All right.
All right.
So fresh, so new. Freedom! It's all for you. All for you. Freedom! Keep your ear to the ground. Talking about the freedom. It's the best show in town. Best show in town. Freedom! Well. Freedom! I give you freedom. Yes, it's right. Freedom! Start right now. Freedom! Get your freedom tonight. Freedom! Well. Freedom! Come on, everybody. Young, old, all you lovers. This is our time to rise back from the sand and claim our freedom. Talking about freedom. Got to do it.
There he is going by. Take care. Have a good day. All right, so there is Sergeant Hansen of the City of Puyallup Police Department. He is obviously waiting to see where I'm going to end up for my vehicle. But as you guys all know, I park a long ways away. Hey guys, so as you can see here, I am in a park that's abutting. It's I think Clark Park South, if I remember correctly from the map. And as you can see here, really beautiful. It's an equestrian park. They're obviously doing some construction there, but on the other side of those woods right there is a dog park, and you can see this going up into the hills. So what I did is the Sergeant Hansen and Officer Timms were kind of setting up a geographical dragnet, if you will. They were just combing around, going to all these parking lots. And as you guys all know from watching my stories, you can see a lot of cars here. I parked my vehicle miles away, in some cases upwards of 7. And I am now walking through these hills and heavily rural park on foot so that they can't complete that dragnet. I am willing to walk many miles just to ensure that they don't abuse my Fourth Amendment. So that's what I'm doing right now. So far, I've walked, including my approach, I'm closer to about 5 miles right now, total. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm just going to finish getting to my vehicle, and I'm just kind of tantalizing Sergeant Hansen and Officer Timms with my walkabout regarding my interest in this park and where I parked my vehicle at. So kind of like a Where's Waldo kind of a thing. All right guys, well that's it here today. I'm gonna be heading out. It's here working on the hatchery story, so please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that all notifications bell so you get my stories right when they're released. You can follow me on X at I.A.M Auditing, on Facebook at Inland Auditing Media, and if you want to help keep my feet on the streets, you can go to the links in the description for Cash App and Venmo. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you guys at the next location. Bye for now.